Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What's cooking, good looking? Welcome back to the channel. So, yesterday, Capcom, they were gracious enough to bless us with a bunch of new Elena gameplay. I don't know what the deal was, but some kind of embargo was lifted yesterday. So a bunch of websites flooded the internet with new Elena footage, right? So like, we got some matches, we got her move list, we also got some footage from her arcade mode, which is really cool. All my Akuma fans, where you guys at? And also, a bunch of eagle-eyed people on Twitter with observation hockey much greater than mine. They were able to pinpoint a few things, right? A few potential changes that are coming in Season 3. Really quick, guys, before we get into it, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys like Street Fighter. If you guys like fighting games, help your boy out. I would appreciate that. But without any further ado, let's talk about Elena first, because she looks great, right? There's something about just seeing her in like a raw match. She looks even better than she did in the gameplay trailer, right? Because you get to see like all the flourishes with her animations and stuff. Also, in Street Fighter 3, in the case of an Elena mirror match, Elena and her mirror, they would like fist bump or like touch hands at the beginning of the match. They bring that back in Street Fighter 6, which is kind of neat, right? They both have like different animations for, doing so. That's cool. I like that, that little attention to detail. I feel like Street Fighter 6 is kind of inconsistent with stuff like that. Cause like sometimes we have like, depending on what side of the screen you are, some characters have like different intros, right? But like other characters don't. That really bothers me. Okay, I don't know why. Like I guess I'm a stickler for that kind of stuff. I didn't know I was, but that really bothers me. Elena, she does have all that cool stuff. I'm talking about her like animation flourishes. Like the way she animates is just so cool, dude. Also, we get to see her supers as well, right? We saw them in the trailer, but we get more of them. Her level 1 is really interesting because you can like juggle after. So in the gameplay that we see one of the Elenas. She juggles her level 1 into another level 1, right? And then she follows up with a DP. Really cool, right? I like oh, here it is right here. I like the swag of that. Ooh, bam. Oh, sick. I love that. Also, the thing that we're all worried about, and we get to see it in motion, is Elena's level 2, right? Because there was some confusion with her level 2 super, right? Her level 2 super is like a brave dance kind of super where she, she goes off and she just unloads a combo on you. However, at the end, I think you hold the button down, I think. Instead of doing the final big hit of the combo, Elena, she takes a knee, she does a quick T-bow. She hits that real quick. And she heals, right? So her healing is built into her level 2, brave dance style combo super, and we see the amount of health that she recovers. It's not that much, right? So we can all we can put our pitchforks down, we can all relax. It's not as much as we expected, right? Because we thought it was going to be a healing epidemic like how it was in Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 Elena is one of those Doombringer characters. People say that she ruined Street Fighter 4. I don't know if it was that bad. But then again, I wasn't a super big Street Fighter 4 fan. Regardless, she heals about I don't know, dude. What is that? 15%? Right? It's a healthy chunk, but it's not. Dude, if you're in a match and that's the amount that you need to heal, maybe that will save your life. Good on you, but I don't think it's a substantial amount. And then we also get her level 3 as well. We saw it in the trailer. But we get the super art where she basically turns you into a soccer ball and she kicks you and you hit the screen, right? You love to see it. It's a lot of fun. So with that being said, I'm going to put her move list up here as well, right? I'm not an Elena player, right? You guys know me. I'm not even a big Elena fan, But she is a Street Fighter 3 character, right? And because of that, I do give her some love, even though I'm not a huge fan of her. I'm a big Street Fighter 3 fan. I love Third Strike like everybody else in the world. I am kind of excited, but like I'm not hyped for Elena. I'm sorry, guys. So here's her move list. You guys can, do with this as you will. It's in Japanese, by the way. So yeah. And then after her move list, we also get her arcade, the beginning of her arcade mode, right? Where basically she's hanging out with Akuma, right? She's in Akuma's death cave. And they're basically having like a sparring match. Which I said this in the initial Elena reveal. That it's cool that Elena and Akuma are hanging out again. Because like, I think Elena is Akuma's only friend. Right? Like, unless you count us from the World Tour mode, we go in there and we bug Akuma all the time. But like Elena and Akuma, they're hanging out, they're sparring, right? Akuma's not killing her in combat, right? So we're seeing that Akuma, there's some character development there, right? Akuma used to fight to kill people and get stronger. But no, he can like, he's actually fighting and like sparring with people, right? And Elena, she's having a great time. And then after the fight, Akuma, he says some crazy, wise man stuff. Elena's like, oh wow, he is spitting. What is he talking about? And Elena, her arcade mode is that she goes on a quest to discover what the hell Akuma's talking about, right? Because Akuma, he's talking about, I fight to take life, right? But also, fighting, you can heal people, whatever. I don't know what Akuma's trying to say, right? So that is Elena's arcade mode. I wonder who her rival battle is going to be. It's probably Akuma again. She probably leaves the cave, goes on an adventure, and then comes back. It's either Akuma or DJ. That's what I feel. So we got all the Elena stuff out of the way. Now I want to talk about this gameplay stuff because, like I said, some eagle-eyed people on Twitter, they were able to pinpoint some things in this gameplay, which it also correlates to what we heard from the Evo Japan, the location test. They had Elena playable at Evo Japan, but they couldn't record any footage from it. Also, Elena was the only character selectable. So people were trying to experiment with that build of the game, but you could only play Elena. So it was kind of weird. A lot of times in those situations, we get a lot of, false information. But people were saying that the parry system is different, right? When you perfect parry something, it does not get the screen flash anymore, right? So there's like a perfect parry and an imperfect parry, right? They still have that like screen flash where it like slows down, but you have to hold back and then hit the parry button as well, right? And if someone, if you need to parry like a low attack, like a crouching medium for whatever reason, you hold down back and you hit parry, right? And then you get the screen freeze, right? If you do not do that, you get this imperfect parry, right? Where it's just a quick parry, right? You smack that shit out of the way, get that out of here, right? And then you continue the fight, which is really interesting. I don't know if Street Fighter 6 needed a nerf to the perfect parry system. I think we needed more defensive options. I don't know, dude, because drive rush is kind of crazy and throw loops are an epidemic. So I didn't think perfect parries needed the nerf, but apparently Capcom did, because we did get some changes to the throw system, but like it's not in the way that I think it is, because seemingly throw loops are still here, right? We don't know 100% yet because the season has not started. The season will start June 5th when Elena drops. But in this gameplay, we see that there are some changes, right? That at one point, Elena tries to grab other Elena, and the Elena that techs the throw, she gets drive meter back. I don't know if you can see that, but she does tech the throw and she does get drive meter. So that's interesting, right? You get some kind of reward for, for teching that throw. That's good, right? Because it all, listen, man, my only thing is that like what happens like if Rashid does his level 2 and he walks up to you and you try to throw him and he takes your throw? He's getting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is Rashid gonna get rewarded for that while his level 2 super's out? Like how is that gonna work? Is that good? Do we want that? I don't know. But as far as we know, that's the only big change that people could discern from this gameplay footage. Listen, I'm still concerned about throw loops. I hope they address it in some way, shape, or form. This is the only footage we have of Season 3 so far. So, listen, man, as far as we know, we can get more footage next week or something, and they're like, hey, guys, throw loops are gone. You know, the perfect parry change, that's a head scratcher to me. I'm kind of puzzled by that, you know? But anyway, guys, that's most of the important things that we got in this footage. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I am curious. How do you think Elena looks? I think she looks great. Like I keep saying over and over again, I'm not even a big Elena fan, and I still think she looks good. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.